Welcome to another video of In My Opinion. My name is King Vance, and today I'm going to talk about Ice Cube and this whole sellout situation. So let's get to it. Lately, I've been saying I'm going to stay away from the whole political arguments and stuff because I come to realize that people don't have real arguments when it comes to politics. Unless you really into politics, and everybody's plan and what they plan to do, and the laws they're trying to change, is that and the third. Like I'm not that deep into politics myself, but I know enough to where I'm able to be open-minded about who is running the country, what they plan on doing when they get in office and stuff like that. But some of the arguments and some of the comments I see people make on social media, I don't want to argue with you because you sound stupid. So I usually don't talk about politics, but I want to talk about this one only because it's dealing with an artist, or I don't even want to say an artist. I just want to say a person. It's dealing with a person who is known to speak out against anything that has anything to do with being wronged, whether it's police brutality, whether it's presidents not doing their thing, whether it's the local government not doing their thing, just record labels not being fair, like just anything. And that's Ice Cube. And I know this past week everybody's been calling him, a sellout because they heard he was working with Trump's camp. And when I was reading up on that, it made me think, well, what exactly made him a sellout? Because he's talking to Trump. Because I'm just finna get right to the point. He had a plan, and both parties reached out to talk about, his plan or what he had or what he wants to go on, as far as, just helping the black community and, whatever. Well, the Democratic Party reached out and told them they're gonna wait until, after the election. And I know some people was like, well, they only said that because, the election is still going and they ain't got no power and this, that, and the third, and whoop, bam. Okay, you don't need to have power to look at a plan and go, you know what? I like this plan, but that ain't gonna work. How about we do this instead? Or how about we tweak it? If you don't agree with it, how about you tweak it a little bit? Let's do it this way. If we in position to where we can get this plan going and push, let's do it this way. They didn't even want to do that. They just pretty much told them, back up. We gonna hold off on this until we see what's going on, which means you don't even want to look at the plan. You don't even care about it unless you win, which means if you don't win, you don't even care. And if you don't care, that says a lot. I don't know how y'all looking at it, but to me, that says a lot when you don't even care to look at it because you worrying about whether or not you're gonna be, in position to do anything. The Democratic Party, the two people that's running, had plenty of things that they had pushed as far as laws or whatnot, stamped without being in the White House. So why now do you need to be in position of power or waiting to see if you win the election or not to see if you want to, push something when you got a little power to you? You got influence that can get stuff done. You've done it in the past without being president, without being vice president. You've done it. Then you have the Trump administration willing to look at it. And, they might not agree with it 100%. It's the Trump administration. We should know by now they're not going to agree with it 100%, but they're looking at it. And they're discussing the things that they can do and the things they can't do. And maybe, like I say, maybe they looked at it and they tweaking it a little bit. Trump ain't made no promises. They just said they was working with him, talking to him. If he do win again, we got to deal with him for another 4 years. What is wrong? Everybody that went to go talk to Trump was being called sellouts. Everybody. Did he listen to the things they said? He probably didn't. And from the way that he been running the country for the last 4 years or so, 3.5, 4 years, whatever, how long it's been, it's almost like he has not listened, but it doesn't hurt to talk to somebody. That's like racist white people. They not listening, but yet we still talking to them, ain't we? You still want them to change, don't you? So why that can't apply here? Why can't we constantly come, if he's going to be in office, why can't we constantly drill it in his head? He might just get it. Who knows? Ice Cube might just be the person that can get him to understand what we're going through. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know until it happens. Everybody's so quick to write him off. Oh, I thought Ice Cube was I thought he was a real one. He working with Trump. So he's not a real one because he's talking to Trump. That's the man that's in office right now. That's the man that's in office right now. And if he can get Trump to change a few things that can help this community out, what are you complaining about? What is y'all complaining about? Y'all just like complaining. Very few of us is looking at this like, I bet. I hope he able to get through this, man. I hope something happened in our favor. Anything. Everybody's so willing to, oh, he had 3-4 years to do this. Why he ain't doing it? Why he ain't did it already? Y'all dwelling on the past. We got a whole bunch of racist white people in the country. Why they ain't stopped being racist already? But ain't that's what we marching for? We got police officers that's been killing people, beating people up since Rodney King and before that. But y'all want them to change though, right? Why they ain't been changed then? We can use the same argument and it sounds dumb, right? Sounds stupid, right? Exactly. Y'all just like talking and complaining for everything in the world. Well, he ain't listening and he ain't gonna do this and he ain't gonna do. You don't know what this man gonna do until he do it. If he don't do it, then he don't do it. But damn, what if he do it? That's all I'm saying. What if he do go with the plan? Even if it ain't exactly the way Ice Cube wrote it up. Neither one of them was gonna do it the exact way Ice Cube wrote it up. Neither one. It was gonna be some tweaks. It was gonna be some changes. Hell, it might not have worked out the way Ice Cube wanted it to work out. Ice Cube might have looked at it like, man, y'all done changed the whole plan, or that ain't what I wanted. But if we get closer to the goal, then what's the problem? What is the problem? I'm not understanding the issue. Y'all turning something that's supposed to be a goal or something that's supposed to be in our favor, and y'all turning it into an issue when it shouldn't be an issue. It really shouldn't. He trying to get both parties to look out for us. And he has a whole plan and telling them about what we need and what we want. As a community, not your own selfish plan of what's going to work for you personally, but what we need as a community. That's just the first step. Once we can get in our communities what we need in our communities for our kids to be safe, for our young men to be more successful than what they are, for our young ladies to be successful, for our young women to be successful, and for everybody to feel safe, we made it. Then we got to build on that. But y'all tearing stuff down that ain't even been built yet. Y'all tearing ideas down that we trying to put into motion. He don't care which party is going to do it. He just wants somebody to look at it and do it. That's it. That is it. Y'all act like he went to Trump for this. No, they both reached out to him to see what he was going to talk about. And the Democrats told him, nah, we going to wait. Trump said, come on. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can work out together. Was he supposed to turn it down because it's Trump? Come on, man. Y'all call my man a sellout, bro. Like, y'all don't know who Ice Cube is. Like, he ain't never stood for anything. And y'all calling him the sellout? Like, do y'all really listen to that man's music? If y'all grew up on Public Enemy and y'all knew what they was talking about, social injustice and all that stuff, Ice Cube do the same thing. He just does it in a West Coast way. You got the East Coast way, you got the West Coast way. It's two different coasts. They come at it two different ways, but it's the same goal. It's the same goal. It's no different. I don't see what the issue is. Like, I really don't see what the problem is. I seen that on, I think the first time I saw that was on Twitter. I was on Twitter and somebody called him a sellout, and I was like, whoa, what? Ice Cube a sellout? What happened? And it just so happened that Ice Cube was the one who retweeted that. And, you know, he had his own little caption to it. So I read what he put. And I'm just like, so how did that make? Like, I went on Facebook and was like, how does this make him a sellout? And everybody's excuse was just because he's talking to Trump. Talking to Trump make you a sellout? No, talking to Trump and not speaking for the black community and you feeding into his BS, that's a sellout. Somebody who ain't looking to talk to him to try to make things better. You looking to kiss his butt and agree with his terms when you know they're not right. Just to look good for him, just so he can look out for you on a personal tip. No, that's a sellout. Now, if Ice Cube end up doing something like that, then he's a sellout. I don't see him doing that. And then that's not what their conversation was about. Their conversation was about him coming up with a plan that can help the black community. And if he can help, why does it matter who it is? As long as we get the help. Can we get the help first? Y'all quick to shut down the help, but then you yelling for help. This is why I don't like talking politics with people. This is why. Politics is one thing I do not like talking to people about, and religion is another one. I was gonna make my comment about that, but I don't want to turn this into a religious video. I want to keep it, here where it's at. But yeah, I don't understand how that makes him a sellout. Couldn't nobody tell me why it made him a sellout? Nobody. Everybody was just complaining about him talking to Trump. Well, Trump ain't doing this. Trump ain't gonna do that. He ain't listening. He been in office for how long and he ain't did nothing? Da 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 da. Police been killing for how long? Police been beating up people for how long? Racist white people been around for how long? Oh, okay. So are we just gonna deal with that, or are we trying to change that? What are we doing here? Because if that's the case, what are we marching for? What are we Black Lives Mattering for? What do we stop the police brutality for? What are we pulling down statues and, pulling down people's flags and all this other stuff, changing football team names, and what are we doing all this for? Changing syrup bottles. People happy over syrup bottle changes. I don't care about my syrup being no old fat black woman. As long as my syrup is my syrup, I don't care. What are we doing? Somebody tell me what we doing. Because I don't know. Y'all complaining about everything. My man trying to get something done. Again, if Trump don't do it, Trump don't listen, whatever. He was willing to sit down and at least talk to the man. Maybe it might spark something. We don't know yet until it happens. We won't know. Everybody knows how these plans work out. It takes forever for no reason at all. To me, I don't think it should take this long, but it does. It takes forever because the plan has to be to both parties involved standard. Ice Cube still have to be like, okay, we can deal with this for now. That's a start. Trump has to be, look, this is what I can do. I can't do everything, but I can do this. Let's change it to where it makes sense for me more as well as it makes sense for y'all. And if both parties can agree that the plan makes sense for both sides, then we going somewhere. But it's better than having to sit even after the election. That's prolonging it. Because now who's to say that if Biden and Harris do win, who's to say they're going to look at it? They told that man wait till the election. Now the election happens, they in office, they technically don't need to talk to this man. They're going to do what they want to do. Everybody's so hung. I'm not, okay, let me stop. This video is to not push nobody, no way. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, period. All I'm saying is, usually when we have two candidates that's going head to head and people feel like neither one of them should be in office, they usually want to go with the lesser dummy out of the two. I'm just going to keep it 100, the lesser dummy. They don't know what they're doing. I've read up, we done enough research on Trump. We know about him already, but, doing a little research and reading up on his opponents And people seem to forget about, Biden and Harris or what they've been doing. And Biden gets a pass a lot of times just because he was a vice president to Barack Obama. Well, they pass ain't looking too hot either. And people didn't really even know about Trump like that until he ran for office. All the crazy stuff he was saying. People didn't know that about him until he ran. So you got all these people talking about, oh, this person hung out with Trump back in the day, but now they don't like him. Yeah, because back in the day, he wasn't talking crazy like this in the public. Yeah, he made statements here and there, but it wasn't to the extreme that it is now of him, running for president and being president. But Biden and Harris have been flying under the radar for years because they wasn't on any radar. The world wasn't looking at them. Now that the world is looking at them, all this stuff is coming to light. So now it's like, dang, is they really any better than this dude? How we know we can trust them when they get in office? We know what Trump is bringing already. We know what he bringing. And technically what he brought to the country ain't no different than what the country has already been. The only thing to me that's different is more racist people has been more bold to come out and be racist. Let's not forget police brutality was still going on when Barack Obama was around. Police killing people still around when Barack Obama was around. Like, none of this stuff started with Trump. It got worse because of the things he was saying, so more of them started to come out. But he ain't started. It's been this way. I was just telling my wife, I hope that if Biden and Harris do win, they will be half as better as what Trump is. Just half. They don't even got to be that much better. Just half as better as how he running the country and how things are going. Because the way that y'all pushing for Biden and Harris, man, and the way that they pass is set up, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not happy with Trump. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with them either. My whole thing is, let's not call Cube a sellout just because he was willing to speak with the Trump and try to get something to change. Again, y'all too busy being pushed up on how long he's been in office and he ain't did nothing for us. Man, look, I can go down the line of presidents that y'all seem to love that ain't did nothing for us. When you get older and you become an adult and you really start researching stuff, and you start looking at things, you start finding stuff out, and it's like, man, but y'all love this dude. And this is what he did to our community, but y'all love this dude. Come on, man. I don't agree with the stuff Trump is saying. Like I said, I'm not pushing nobody no way. I don't like neither candidate. I'm just going to be 100. I don't like neither one of them. I don't care. For those of y'all who know me personally, y'all already know what it is with me. Everybody else in the world that's watching this video who don't know me on a personal tip, I do not care about neither one of these candidates. I don't. So for me, I'm keeping an open mind, and I'm hoping Cube can get something done with either one of them. I don't care who it is. I really don't. As long as somebody can help our community out to help us get better as a community. Because in one way or another, it's going to benefit us as a whole. Like I said, it might not benefit you personally, but it's going to benefit us as a whole. That's what we're trying to get to. Because the more it benefits us, the more we become successful as a community. And then it could trickle down to the whole individual thing. But let's get there first. Let's get a step done first. If we don't get a step done first, then ain't nothing going to happen. And if nothing happened, then where we at? We right where we at right now. Nothing happening. So y'all complaining about something that he trying to get done, but, y'all complaining about it. Y'all crying about it. Like, man, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, man. Stop all that. Because how many years have we been dealing with racist people, man? How many years we've been dealing with cops killing us and getting away with it? How many years? Y'all ain't sitting there talking about, oh, man, they ain't stopped doing it by 9. They ain't gonna never stop. No, y'all out there marching, right? Everybody hashtagging and stuff, right? Everybody got their opinions on everything. People sharing videos talking about how this ain't right, this need to change, woo-woo. Nah, I've been like this. Don't need to change, though. The way y'all do, this is how y'all treating it. It's how y'all treating it. Think about what you saying, man. Y'all so caught up on hating that man that y'all sound stupid. Just being honest, y'all sound stupid. Everybody that was on my post, you sound stupid. Okay? Sorry. I love you because most of y'all that wrote on my post, I have a personal relationship with. I love y'all, but you sound stupid, period. That's why I don't want to argue. Exactly why I don't want to talk about politics with nobody. I don't. I talk about it with myself, and I give my wife my opinion before I make these videos. These are actually how my videos come about. Conversations that I have with her, things that I've seen. I've been telling y'all this is the first video. This is the first episode. I'm talking about everyday things that happen. This is everyday situations. All my videos is everyday situations. It might be something I seen, on social media, or it might be something that we dealing with personally. And I might give her a few of my opinions on it and be like, you know what, that'd be a good video. I should talk about that one. And I thought this Cube one was a good video. And I didn't really want to do it while I was too hot. I know most people like making videos right away when something first come out because they want to get the views and stuff like that. And it's good to do because you make these videos to get the views. You want people to see it. You want people to hear it. But sometimes I want stuff to, to calm down a little bit. Sometimes things move too fast and you just want to, bring it down a little bit. But, so far, of the video, as this video being recorded, I just feel like we ain't gave it no time. Y'all quick to shut it down. Y'all quick to call that man a sellout. Sellout of what? What did he sell out? What did he do? What did Ice Cube do? How he a sellout? Somebody tell me. You know what I mean? Somebody tell me. I don't want to have this conversation, but let's have this conversation. You know what I mean? Tell me why he a sellout. Somebody explain to me why he a sellout. Don't give me no Trump information, because that's what everybody did on my Facebook post. Y'all gave me Trump information. I want no Trump information. I want Cube information. Why is Cube a sellout for doing what he did? You won't be able to answer that question because Cube did not sell out. He didn't sell out. Y'all only saying that because he talked to Trump, and that's what everybody was calling everybody who went to go talk to Trump. Kanye was a sellout. Steve Harvey was a sellout. I don't know who else went to go talk to him, but it was plenty of other black people who went to go talk to him, and y'all called them sellouts. Then you had the black people that was speaking out against him, and y'all wanted to pull their history on him. Oh man, Snoop called him this, that, and the third, but Snoop rapped about him in his song. Snoop took a picture with him. Yeah, that was before we knew Trump to be the Trump that we all know today. I done took pictures with a couple of killers that was not killers when I took pictures with them. You know what I mean? Like we've all hung around people that wasn't anything, just regular human beings until they went to go do something. I didn't know any bank robbers until niggas that I knew decided to go rob banks. I didn't know people was car thieves until they decided to go be a car thief. Like, you don't know. You only know what people show you. And if people don't show you who they are, you don't know until they show you who they are. So a lot of people was hanging around Trump, rapping about Trump. Trump was in plenty of rap music. But it's only for being a quote-unquote successful man that makes a lot of money. Rappers talk about making a lot of money. So of course they're going to talk about Trump. Of course they're going to put his name in the music. But not too many of them share his ideas, because once he came out and told everybody what he was and showed everybody what he was, everybody distanced themselves, because now it was like, oh, wait a minute, bro. We didn't know you was like that. You tripping now. But y'all mad at Cube because Trump told him we gonna look at it and see what we can do. Cube like, bad. Cube ain't endorsing nobody. People talking about he endorsed Trump. He didn't endorse anybody. He's not endorsing anybody. And because he ain't endorsing somebody, people gonna say that speaks volumes. No, it doesn't. That means he don't care about neither one. I'm just like, I don't care about neither one of them. So because I didn't come out and say vote Biden, that means I'm from Trump? Not for neither one of them. Cube ain't for neither one of them. For the same reason, I'm not for neither one of them. Ain't neither one of them talking that stuff that I want to hear. And neither one of them showed me anything. Day past look bogus. His present look bogus. I don't trust nobody. Day past ain't in my favor. So, Y'all want to talk about how Trump ain't done nothing in the last couple of years to show you anything? They ain't done it either. But you finna go vote for him though, right? Right. Well, you voted for him already though, right? Right. But what have they shown you in the past to make you want to vote for them now? Why do you trust them so much now to vote for them, right? Y'all don't trust Trump to make his change, but y'all trust them. Okay. I'm ending the video right there because I'm tired of talking to y'all stupid people. Until next time, holla at me.